and then run to B via brown holes. This is a really interesting part of the map that you can do that. Or just transition on towards A. You have a lot of options available, so that's a boon for the T side to use it now. Pasha's seen that. He's seen C's go across. I don't know if you know he had the bomb here, but Virtus.pro are going to have to be ready for this.
Yeah, he's going to be in a fast flank, Pasha, but right now, Neo's going to get dropped by Flamey, who's on that Tech 9, and Bailey will quickly trade him out there. The push on the bomb train is very quick by Na'Vi as they got that whole map control, and all three players are funneling through CityCon for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, mighty fast there, but Pasha's got a great little spot to line him up and then knock them down. A quick couple kills for him. It was actually Bialy getting the 2 there. Pasha just laying a bit of damage over the top. It still did the job, and the defuse comes in. So Na'Vi, bit of a clean rush on towards. The side didn't use a heck of a lot of utility to facilitate, get themselves a bomb plant here, and Virtus.pro will still get the defuse.
Yeah, see, Na'Vi were expecting the players of VP to be behind those smokes that they had thrown in the back alleys or towards that Ivy section of the map, but Pasha having pushed it and having all the information in the world, he could kind of just collapse in with the CZ players rotating through connector. A bit of a risk putting all three of the inside.
Guardian going to come forward a little bit more clean on the execution from Guardian. Pretty much what we're used to, but that shot misses. Snacks gets so close here that he's forcing him into that situation. And why are we standing still? Not really sure. Doesn't matter. Only 2 players here left for Na'Vi. Pasha with just the Mag 7 has caused so many problems, but he can't deal with Flamey.
It's a nightmare right there for Pasha as Edward's going to find the head of Taz, and now Neo with it all to do. The MVP of this team lately. He's going to grab one under Flame. It's a 1v1 situation. Bomber's gone down. Will he find Edward?
6 bullets here. Got to reload. Doesn't spot Edward on the peek up, but he finds him anyway. Nicely done. Neo just wraps it up there. Pasha did so much work in that round, holding on. I think he's going to grab Guardian's AWP first. Clever lad. Get himself the DL. But yeah, I mean, Pasha holding really nicely there as well. Neo was able to come in and pick up the dregs of what he'd already done, and that's kind of all you need. Even if Pasha wasn't performing well, it's still a very solid spot, and that first headshot, well, you could hear the echo of that all around the bike lanes, I'm sure. 3-1.
I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but I've been watching a lot of Neo and Virtus to finally make that frag. And that's the economy of Na'Vi in the bin once again.
Now Taz as well, spray through. Gonna drop down the train, eventually he's traded out, though Edwards managed to gain a lot of ground on him in that process and even gets himself an M4 to work with. Sees the headshot, comes in, Snacks falls. And a good opening for Na'Vi. They make it very, very quickly on towards the site, and they've inflicted a lot of damage. Edward, though, can't get away. The grenade catches him in the heels as he tries to leave the scene, and Flamey's forced to stand and deliver, which he does. Just the one. And nicely done by Simple with the Deagle getting involved. It's Bialy on a 1v2. He might get this one. He doesn't see the second player, and it's just a moment too late. Simple will ultimately find him there and get that round back for Na'Vi. A plant and a round win to set them back on a trend to win a few more rounds.
Nobody wants to give up an inch here. They keep force buying. I'd be really surprised right now if VP buy into this. You got 1.8, you know, 2K on Neo. Not a lot of money for them, so hopefully they're taking eco and this kind of stabilizes.
Oh, now it has a good way to cut off any reinforcements coming with confidence. That means Na'Vi really want to push on towards this site quickly. They want to cut off any sort of way of responding here. And it should work out. Taz looking for a couple of shots, but will be cut down. And that's Na'Vi with control for the most part of that site. It's going to be up to VT to respond. And Neo is the only one really able to get anything done. No help coming from Connector, purely possibly because of that smoke. So Na'Vi have got VP dead to rights in this round already. Of course, there are only a couple of pistols to work with. It was never going to be easy as it was.
Yeah, that's actually something you used to do in Source. I've seen it a little bit in CSGO. I know some of my players were trying to make it work when we were still on the team, but yeah, it's a jump throw that you can, or I think you can also do it running if you're lucky, but you know, it's a really good way to cover off hump. It's also good for a fake, but it can be quite telegraphed if you are actually hitting inside. Good work by Na'Vi though to play a nice quick anti-eco and manage to capitalize on VP being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What they did. Oh, that smoke. I haven't seen that one before, actually. So, well put together here for Na'Vi, bringing out a bit of that tech for us.
This is different. Aggression by Na'Vi, playing fast on the yard. They're not going slow. They're taking it to these VP.
Well, not having committed, though, having a player quite deep on towards B now, maybe just have to settle for A. So this is going to force Virtus.pro to take positions back up here. But look at the utility. Bialy's able to buy a good amount of time here. So Flamey pushes forward while Edward's still in Pop Dog. If Flamey goes down here, there's no one to trade back, but he doesn't go down. The solo mission works out quite nicely. Smokes over towards a tunnel, and Guardian finds Bialy there. That was the switch. Still a 3v2 advantage for Virtus.pro, but now they've got to get their players back from B and get involved. They don't have the angles. Flamey already so much control over the bomb site itself. Neo at least responds, but Flamey's going huge right now. He had 3, but eventually is shut down by Pasha with the orb. First round of this game, we've seen him with it, and 2 crucial kills.
Yeah, that was really weird. I think that Na'Vi were potentially deliberating a save there when there was about, 20 seconds left on the clock. I wasn't sure if Guardian was going to go up mid and help Flamey and Edward because they waited so long. They left the bomb in such an awkward position and nothing went their way. But They picked up a couple of good frags there, especially Flamey. It didn't work out in the end, but they've done a lot of economic damage to VP, who are struggling right now.
Well, you can see up in towards heaven, that was Flamey, and Simple's able to plant the bomb here. This is a great situation for Na'Vi. They've got excellent positioning on the side, and Taz has to pick clean into it. With Flamey up in heaven, I mean, he might be able to get in a situation where he gets the 1v1 properly against Simple, but he only knows where Flamey is. That's really the problem here.
It's a very difficult retake, especially Flamey can just play clutch up there if he really wants. He can just hide this out. Simple found himself in an awkward position at the front of old bomb train, but you have to take a gamble at this point.
Oh, yeah, it's always going to be tough there. The crossfire was well established by Na'Vi in the half. Score is 8-7 there as well. Solid stuff for Na'Vi in the end of that half. Getting a few back as well. Flamey, someone, you know, who's often up and down. This is my favourite part of the game. Straight to the noggin there. See you later.
So, yeah, Flamey for me, he's the rock of Na'Vi in the sense of he gets to play a lot of those bomb sites where he's on his own and he holds it down. He is known for getting 1 to 2 kills every time. But on this T side, he's had to do a lot of 2v.
So straight into the pistol here, Chad. It's going to be Virtus.pro and Na'Vi now. VP on that T side. A lot of utility brought up for them here in this first round.
Yeah, they must have some kind of set strat in mind here. Neo's just using his utility to get Brown Wall's control. So the idea behind this is to once again take away the information of the CTs, and it is going to work for them. But Seized on the other side of the map is going to have Ivy control. He's going to be taking a duel against Pasha, and we'll go down. Early 4v5 situation right now for Virtus.pro, and they usually play these situations so well. Quickly splitting on the outer yard right now. They will find Simple back a bomb train, but he's going to grab one. Guardian's going to grab 2, and this has quickly been flipped on its head.
Nicely done. Na'Vi turn it around here and give themselves a good start, especially when the money is flowing. They want to keep that at optimal. Went straight into the M4 there, no questions asked. He's getting serious about this one. And all right, let's see a little bit how VP navigate these first few rounds. It's going to be the Tech-9 with a bit of the utility mixed in here. So still enough to be working with, especially we've seen some very successful work on towards both sides actually here with this kind of buy. So I wouldn't be counting VP